Your credit score is about to change forever. If I told you Donald Trump is threatening to end the dominance of FICO, the credit score giant that controls 90% of the lending world, would you believe me? Make sure to drop a yes in the comments right now if you think FICO has had too much power for too long. Because the Trump administration is officially going to war with the credit bureaus and the scoring system that's been squeezing every dime it can from you. And if he wins, your credit file could change forever. And here's the crazy part. This fight isn't just about credit scores. This is about housing, car loans, your mortgage, the entire US economy, even global currency wars with China and Russia. Make sure to stay locked in because by the end of this video, you're going to know why this war started, how it could end, and how you can position yourself to win no matter what happens. Now, there are going to be 6 very important parts of this video that you do not want to miss, so let's go ahead and jump right in. Now, part number 1 is the shot heard around the credit world. Now, last week, Trump's Federal Housing Finance Agency Director, Bill Polk, dropped a bomb on social media. He said, and I quote, "In following President Trump's executive order to lower housing costs, we are ensuring a truly competitive market with credit bureaus. We want them to act as real competitors, not a monopoly." And then he added, "I encourage these companies to operate above board and not engage in improper collusion." And in case you didn't notice, that was a direct shot at FICO. And if you know how tight their grip is on lending, you know that's not a small statement. Now make sure to comment the word competition if you think having more scoring options would be a good thing for consumers. Now moving on to part number 2, which is kind of wild, where Josh Hawley brings the heat. A Missouri Senator, Josh Hawley, is going after FICO.
Justice to investigate FICO, alleging anti-competitive practices and repeated price hikes.
And I'm going to tell you right now, he's definitely not backing down. He sent a letter to the Department of Justice demanding an investigation for anti-competitive practices and repeated price hikes.
There's only one company in America who basically does those FICO scores. And what they charge to consumers is outrageous, and it goes up every year.
So Hawley's main point is FICO has a sweetheart deal with the federal government. Their scores are literally required for loans tied to government programs. That creates a monopoly where we have no other option but to use them. And he's not lying, to be honest with you. Think about it. You're buying a house? FICO. You're refinancing? FICO. SBA loan for business? Still FICO. And here's the even crazier part. And every time you're paying a fee, often without even knowing it. That's the crazier part that nobody ever talks about. Because every time those lenders pull your credit, you think you're getting it just for free. No, that actual lender that's trying to find out all your information about your credit score has to pay for it directly to FICO. So even if you don't get approved, the actual lender or the dealership or the credit card company, whoever it may be, is actually losing out when you don't get approved. But FICO stays winning because they have to use them for just about everything. Remember, over 90%. Now moving on to part number 3, let's talk about how FICO's monopoly actually works. Here's how deep this rabbit hole actually goes. FICO doesn't just have one score, they have multiple models: FICO 8, FICO 9, FICO 10, plus older mortgage specific versions like FICO 2, 4, and 5. It's like Apple rolling out new iOS updates, but instead of new features, these updates can shift how your score is calculated, sometimes lowering it without you changing a thing. And because the federal government endorses FICO for mortgages, lending, banks, credit unions, and even credit bureaus themselves all follow suit, the result, FICO names their price and everyone else just pays it, which is pretty wild. Now moving on to part number 4, why this fight started now. This isn't just about lowering housing costs. Let's be clear about that. Trump's team is under pressure because interest rates are high and they're choking business growth in America. Mortgage approvals are also down, which slows the housing market. And then of course, July jobs numbers were weak, which hurts Trump politically. Because a lot of people don't understand how politics is intertwined with the economy, because the economy runs on credit. If consumers can't borrow, they can't spend. If businesses can't borrow, they can't hire. And when borrowing costs are inflated by a monopolized scoring system, that's just gasoline on the fire. I want to give a special shout out to all my beasters out there that are working hard to fix their credit using DisputeBeast, the most advanced AI credit repair software ever created that comes with the 110% money back guarantee. But specifically to Luis. Luis's credit score went up 261 points after just one round with DisputeBeast. And Jency's credit score went up 225 points after just one round with DisputeBeast. But let's not forget James. James's credit score went up 207 points after just one round with DisputeBeast. DisputeBeast's link is going to be in the video description and pinned at the top of the comments for anyone that needs to fix their credit. Now moving into part number 5, which is a pretty crazy one, the Vantage score power play. Here's the first major crack in FICO's armor, because the FHFA is now approving Vantage 4.0 for mortgage lending and reducing the number of scores pulled from 3 to just 2. And that's a direct threat to FICO's monopoly. If lenders could use a Vantage score instead, FICO loses pricing power and you get a shot at approval. And in fact, what's even crazier about this is some borrowers have a higher Vantage score than a FICO score because it weighs certain factors completely differently. Now type the word Vantage in the comments if you try a scoring model that might actually help you. Now moving on to part number 6, the hidden game with negative items. Here's the part that makes my blood boil, to be honest with you. The credit bureaus and FICO make more money when your credit score is worse, because banks can justify higher interest rates on riskier borrowers and lenders pay more for credit reports with more negative data. I know that's crazy, right? So the more negative data you have, the more those lenders have to pay to even just see your credit reports. So keeping old negative items on your credit files, that's not an accident. It's a part of the business model. This is why you need to be actively disputing, cleaning up, and positioning your profile before lenders even see it. I always tell anybody, if you're going to apply for something, you need to make sure that you actually prep your credit profile 30 days before you apply. So this makes me actually think more about, like, okay, do I really need this item? Do I really want to get this credit card? Does it make sense for my lifestyle? And then sometimes I just actually back down. I'm like, I don't need it. I'm going to move on. Now I want you to understand, this isn't just a US problem. It's tied to global economics, because high US interest rates makes our national debt more expensive to service. Countries like China, who hold US debt, get paid more in interest. That's the crazier part about this entire situation. And meanwhile, China and Russia are stacking gold and pushing their BRICS currency to challenge the US dollar as the world reserve currency. Now understand this, if the dollar loses dominance, borrowing costs could spike even higher, making credit harder to get for everyone. And in case you missed it, I covered this in another video, that lending is getting tighter and tighter. We're seeing the highest level of denials ever for any type of credit cards or any type of lending for auto loans, because banks are starting to reduce their risk. They don't want low credit score customers anymore. But here's what you need to do now. If Trump breaks FICO's monopoly, we might see all of the following, which are lower credit report fees, more approval options with Vantage scoring, and less control in one company's hand. But that's not happening overnight. Right now, if you want to win the credit game, you need to do the following. Know your real FICO scores, not just the free ones from the apps. Clean up negative items now before lenders even see them. And my final part, position yourself to win no matter which model they use. So whether they pull Vantage or they pull FICO, you're always prepared. Last part's the most important, and that's exactly what DisputeBeast is designed to do. If you've never heard of it, DisputeBeast helps you hit 12 major credit reporting agencies, delete negative items faster, and even has an optional mailing service to do the heavy lifting for you. It literally does all the work, mails the letters, and it's got a 110% money back guarantee, meaning they're more confident than you are. Now here are my closing thoughts. This credit score war is just getting started, and you do not want to be on the losing side. Comment the word win if you're ready to take control of your credit before these changes hit. And before you go, tell me in the comments, FICO or Vantage, which side are you on? And if you want to learn exactly how to delete negative items fast, watch this video right here, because it's going to show you how AI will do all the work for you, send the letters, and it comes with a 110% money back guarantee. And if you felt that I brought you some value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.